Hey, what's up everybody? I am back with another day of tracking my macros, doing workouts, etc., etc. Therefore. So, what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how I did my macros for the day. Today I did it a little bit different. I wanted to add a few more snacks in throughout the day. So what I did is I manipulated my meals, made them a little bit smaller, so my breakfast is a little smaller, same for lunch and dinner. And then I used some of those extra calories that I saved on those meals and I applied them towards snacks throughout the day, including 2 helpings of ice cream, my favorite ice cream. So it all fits in my macros. I'm going to show you how I did that, how I laid my day out so I can hit my targets of my macros, my proteins, my carbs, my fats, and my overall calories. So before I show you, as usual, do me a favor, if you find these videos to be helpful, please hit the like button, maybe even the subscribe button while you are there, and let me know that I'm helping you. So let's get started. Let me show you what I've done, how I've built my day so that I hit my targets and so that I also get a couple of sweet bowls of ice cream. So anyways, here's what that looks like. All right, let's take a look at how I built today's food plan. You can see here at the top, once I've completed my entire plan, my numbers look great. Again, I want to be just a little bit over on my total calories because I'm trying to build lean muscle right now, but not too far over. I don't want to be like more than 50 over if I can help it. So this is a great range right here. My protein is just a little bit over as well, which is something I really kind of target each time. So let me show you how I built this particular plan, and maybe it'll help you build something of yours as well. So of course, as you've watched some of my previous videos, you'll know that every single day I do the same pre-workout and post-workout. And that helps me for a couple of reasons. It helps me because it sets the tone. It sort of gives me a baseline of filling some of my targets, some of my macros right off the bat. You can see my pre-workout. It's an automatic almost 40 grams of protein, a nice carb jump. 368 of my total calories get chewed up, no pun intended, on my pre-workout. Post-workout, similarly, 47 grams of protein, 96 grams of carbs right after my workout, another 660. So we've got almost 1,000 of my total calories here just in my post and pre-workout. I put this on every single day, then I work around it to see, okay, what do I have left to work with? Let's skip snacks for the moment. Let's start with my primary meals. If you know me and you've watched some of my previous videos, you'll see this breakfast looks quite familiar, except this time I changed it up just a little bit and went with 3 whole eggs instead of the egg whites. Just kind of changing some things up so that, well, you'll see why here in a second. So I went with the 3 total eggs instead of egg whites this time. You can see my fat was a little bit higher than you would expect off my breakfast. In fact, if you look at previous days, let me go to my breakfast here. You can see here my fat is a 1 whenever I was just using liquid egg whites. So just changed it up just a slight bit and went to some actual whole eggs on this particular breakfast. So let's go to my lunch. Again, similarly to other days that I have done this, you'll see there's the pouch of whole grain rice, got a half a can of black beans, the guacamole, the salsa. You've seen that several times before. I decided to do 2 vegan chicken patties this time instead of some other sort of like meat or meat source. It's a little bit high in fat, as you can see here. If you look at the buffalo chick, you see it's 12 grams of fat, which is pretty high, especially with the guacamole down low, which is 11 grams of fat. So it's a little bit of a higher fat lunch, but I'm still getting some really good carbs out of this particular lunch because of the rice and the beans especially. So nice carb jump there. For dinner, what I did is cooked chicken breast, a sweet potato, more guacamole, some Greek yogurt, plain, the non-fat. It's a cup of that, which is quite a bit. So you really have to like, non-fat yogurt or sour cream because it tastes very similar. And then I finished the other half of that black beans can. And so what this allowed me to do, because I changed some pieces around, it gave me some extra room to do some snacks that I had not done the day prior. The reason I set this particular day up was I actually made my meals smaller, my breakfast, my lunch, my dinner smaller than I had in other days. That way what I could do is I could take what I had saved on those meals and apply them to snacks throughout the day, because I was finding that recently I've been hungry in between meals. So I made my meals smaller, which allows me to kind of snack a little bit throughout the day and still hit my targets. The coconut pineapple, that's a drink. I think it's made by Vita Coco or something, but it's a big kind of 33-ounce thing of it. But it's a great carb jump with no fat associated with it as well. So that helps me hit my daily target of 500 carbs per day, having that coconut water, specifically the pineapple coconut water. A 1 bar, that's a protein bar, like a Quest bar type thing. The fruit bar, which we've talked about before, is a whole fruit, like a strawberry bar, frozen bar. Really kind of nice, 15 carbs there as well for a snack. And the Blue Bunny Double Swirl Strawberry Ice Cream. I am excited for this because I have not had this in a while. And this is another great example, not just 1 serving, but 2 serving. I think each serving was like 96 grams. So I'm going to have almost 190 total grams of ice cream, and it still fits my numbers. As you can see at the top, even with the snacks involved, by minimizing and shrinking my breakfast, lunch, and dinner just a little bit, it allowed me to kind of have some of this extra wiggle room in the middle of the day to be able to have some of these snacks. So again, my numbers here, I'm very happy with. They're right in the range that I wanted to do it. And one of the great things about doing the macros in this way and by the way, this app is called My Macros Plus. You know, you can pick a day if you haven't been feeling something, if you've been thinking you've been a little bit too hungry throughout a day. Well, that next day what you can do is change your plan around a little bit to accommodate the way that you've been feeling, right? So you can do something like this where you can say, okay, I'm just gonna shrink my meals just a little bit and try to have some extra sort of snacks throughout the day. Or you could do the opposite. You could say, you know what, I'm just not feeling full enough on my meals. You can make your meals bigger and eat less meals throughout the day, but bigger meals, right? So I'm really excited about this day. I'm really excited about the ice cream. I'm actually probably gonna go ahead and take the day off from working out today, just kind of feeling a little bit off, and I think I need a rest. So that's gonna be it. Let me know if you guys have any questions about how I put this together, any of the food that I'm using on here. Glad to help kind of give whatever tips I've been able to pull together along the way. So again, if this was helpful for you, please like, subscribe. Appreciate that very much, and we'll see you tomorrow.